It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Breastfeeding is the best way to provide newborns with the nutrients they need. In fact, the World Health Organization recommends exclusive breastfeeding until a baby is 6 months old. And breastfeeding is so important and so beneficial that more than 170 countries worldwide celebrate World Breastfeeding Week every year from the 1st to the 7th of August. Now, Vital strives to promote healthy families and healthy homes, and our expert Andrea is here to share some insight into the role of nutrition in breastfeeding. I never knew that it was so important, Andrea.
Absolutely. You know, during pregnancy, obviously a woman is very sensitive about what she's eating, making sure she gets enough of all those essential nutrients. And I think most women take nutritional supplements during pregnancy to top up their nutritional intake. But did you know that during breastfeeding, your needs for nutrients are higher than during pregnancy?
Okay, so as a mommy breastfeeding, you also need to be taking in those nutrients to replenish what you're giving to baby, right?
Definitely. During breastfeeding, your body produces 1.5 liters of milk per day.
Yes.
So that's a lot of nutrients that goes from the mom's body into producing the nutritious breast milk.
Yes.
So she needs to focus on the foods that are highly nutritious that can help replenish those nutrients.
Well, let's have a look at those kinds of foods that mommies should be taking in a lot of right now when they are breastfeeding.
Now, when we talk about milk, milk is nutritious because it's rich in protein, calcium, which is one of the minerals, also magnesium, and that's why there's often dairy products recommended during pregnancy and breastfeeding. So milk, yogurt, cheese are highly nutritious.
Yes.
Milk and yogurt can obviously be enjoyed with muesli. And the grains are important because, I mean, if you look at the variety of grains here and nuts and raisins and seeds, they're packed with minerals and vitamins as well. Very important.
Okay, and what about the eggs? What purpose do they serve?
Often people think eggs aren't really supposed to be eaten during pregnancy or breastfeeding, and that's absolutely not true. They are so valuable because they're cost effective, they're delicious, and they're packed with protein and minerals and the healthy fats. In fact, we know that there's cholesterol in eggs, but the cholesterol that we find in an egg helps with the development of the baby's brain cells and nerve cells.
Oh my word.
So eggs in a breastfeeding mom's diet is ideal.
Yeah. So now that you've, let's say, taken in all of these foods, of course, we're trying to focus on ensuring that mommies take the optimum nutrition that they need. So supplementation then comes into play. So what kind of supplements are we looking at there?
Well, before we move to the supplements, the one that we nearly forgot was the tin sardines here. And once again, sardines are packed with protein and also those omega-3 fatty acids that are so important for brain development.
Exactly.
And you know, during breastfeeding, moms often complain about what they call porridge brain, forgetfulness.
Oh, okay.
And one of the ways to try and combat that is to make sure that the mom gets enough of the brain-building omega-3s for her own brain and making sure there's enough for the baby's brain as well.
Yes. And is this something, a bit of a ritual that a mommy should be practicing or getting into before the baby arrives, so that the body is already ready and is used to that kind of
Most definitely,
yes.
The omega-3 fatty acids in particular. And talking about that now, the Vital Pregnant Women Plus supplement is formulated for pregnancy and breastfeeding.
Okay.
And one of the nutrients added in here, it's a multivitamin with B vitamins and iron and folic acid, but what they've added in here is omega-3 fatty acids. So this is the ideal multivitamin before the baby's born and during breastfeeding.
Okay, and what about the other supplement that you have there?
Brewer's yeast is a very popular supplement. Often women think that it helps increase milk production. Doesn't really do that directly, but indirectly because it's highly nutritious as well. So this would be a good combination, the Pregnant Women Plus and the Brewer's yeast tablets for healthy breast milk.
Okay, now I know that, well, as far as my understanding goes at least, that a lot of cravings come into play when mommies are pregnant and so on, but are there any foods that they should be avoiding that are not good for the baby?
Well, during pregnancy, you try to avoid those foods that could cause food poisoning, like raw eggs and raw fish, etc. But during breastfeeding, I think the emphasis is on wholesome foods.
Okay.
So examples like these, the eggs, the fish, the dairy products and muesli that are packed with nutrition, and try and stay away from all these processed foods with additives and colorants and flavorants.
Yes, Andrea, thank you very much. I think some invaluable advice there given by Andrea. And if you have any other questions relating to breastfeeding and nutrition regarding breastfeeding, you can also go onto her Facebook page, Andrea Duplessis, Vital Expert.
Competitions, prizes, discounts. The Vitalize magazine. All yours, all free when you join the Vital Club at vital.coza.